Hi, this is Vidya from Group 6 and I will be explaining about our project Smart Museum Tour using augmented reality. For this project, we used the Museum of Modern Art's database. The Museum of Modern Arts is located in New York. When we analyzed this dataset, we found that a lot of artifacts in this museum were actually architecture design documents. For instance, this is an architecture design document for the exterior perspective of Nara Conventional Hall. There are seven other documents which correspond to the same architecture. The corresponding architecture for this document is the Nara Conventional Hall, which is present in Japan. We realized that as a museum visitor who is interested in these architecture documents will also be interested about knowing the actual architecture and its details. Thus, our project addressed this problem of connecting the Museum of Modern Art's dataset on the architecture design document with the Wikipedia information available on the internet about the actual architecture. Our high-level design for the project looks like this. We have a client-side application which takes the camera input, passes it down to the image recognition module provided by Vuforia, which runs on Unity. It recognizes the image and passes the ID which identifies this artwork to the web server. The web server uses this art ID to query the linked open data from our ontology and DBpedia to fetch information about the art, the artist, and the architecture and passes the information to the client. The MoMA dataset looks like this. It has information about the art such as the title, the date it was made in, the medium, etc. And also it has information about the artist, their birth and death date, their gender, etc. What MoMA did not provide was the information about the actual architecture in these architecture documents. So we manually connected the architecture's name and its Wikipedia URL if it was available and added them to this dataset. Our ontology thus created looks like this. From the MoMA dataset, we had two classes, the artwork and the artist. The data properties for artwork was title, which is its name, the classification and the department, the medium, which is the material it was made on, the year it was done, and the accession number, which uniquely identifies it in the museum database. The artist class has the properties artist name, their short bio, their birth and death date, their gender and nationality. Architecture is the class that corresponds to the manual data that we collected. We have two data properties, which is the architecture's name and its wiki page URL. The artwork and the artist are connected by the object property made by, and the artwork and its corresponding architecture are connected by the object property has architecture. From DBpedia, we were interested in the class DBO building and we were interested in its data properties, location, the year the building was built on, and the architecture's name. The data property is primary topic of contain the wiki page URL for that architecture. Thus, we used the wiki URL data property from our ontology and is primary topic of data property from DBpedia's ontology to connect both the ontologies. We created this ontology using Protege and used the Selfie plugin to load in instances from the MoMA dataset into the ontology. Thus, we created an OWL file with around 16,000 triples in it using the MoMA dataset. The MoMA dataset actually had around 1 lakh data rows in it. So we scaled it down to only architecture data from the MoMA dataset, which our original problem concerns with. The web server has the code structure to make SPARQL queries on our AWS endpoint. The results of these queries are then transferred via an API endpoint. The other files support the JSON modeling, the objects that correspond to the response, and other query processing, which are just utilities here. This is the main file that actually executes the query and then provides it as an endpoint. For instance, if we have to get the artwork information, we make a GET request to the endpoint getArtInfo with the art ID details. We get a JSON response in return which contains the information about the artwork, which was actually the result of the SPARQL query executed on our ontology server. We created an Amazon instance and hosted the Fuseki server on this instance. We also uploaded the OWL file to the Amazon instance and ran the Fuseki server as a background process with this OWL file. This provided us with an endpoint to connect to and query the OWL file. We have the following API endpoints, which is the getArtInfo, getArtistInfo, and getArchitecture. These all correspond to the following SPARQL queries. The getArt query takes in the art ID and provides back with the details of the title, the year, medium, classification, and department. The getArtistInfo takes the art ID and finds the corresponding artwork using the madeBy object property. From there, we get the artist's name, their bio, nationality, gender, born, and died year. The third query gets the architecture info from DBpedia. For this, we take the art ID and using the object property has architecture, we get the architecture details from where we get the wiki page URL. This URL is converted, this URL which comes as a string is converted into a URI, and this is passed to the DBpedia endpoint using a federated query where the corresponding building to this URL is fetched using the primary topic, and the building's name, location, and year are fetched and returned. On the client side, we have the Unity with Vuforia framework inside. The Vuforia framework provides us with an augmented reality camera on which we can provide image targets. We can also add child components to this image target, such as the text, the button, for which this is the corresponding script, and the text box which will display the information. This is the Vuforia webpage where we upload all the images to be recognized. We can download the database as a Unity package and add it to our project, which will enable our project to have image recognition capabilities. We have a virtual button component. On showing the image, we find that Vuforia recognizes this image and displays its name. We have a virtual button which on click which provide would provide an additional text box of information. Unfortunately, we were not able to connect the client side with the backend due to our challenges uh, in experience with Unity before. As for the contributions, Sahan created the client side using Unity and Vuforia. He added the images into Vuforia for image recognition and added a virtual button at TypeScript. He also helped identify the data sets during the deliverable 1 and 2. He created the all file during deliverable 2. Abhishek identified the MoMA dataset and he was the one to clean the dataset for the project's usage. He manually found the wiki URL for all the architectures and the architecture's name. He helped create the ontology design documents during earlier deliverables. Purna helped in creating the base Java file and he tested the query execution using Jena library. He created the high-level design document for deliverable 2. Nabil worked on the proof of concept to work with Vuforia and Android Studio. He also helped with the ontology design documents during earlier deliverables. I, Vidya, worked on the proof of concept to work on Vuforia and Unity for the client side. I also analyzed the DBpedia and how to relate it to MoMA dataset. I created the ontology for MoMA dataset and uploaded the OWL file with 16K triples. I created the AWS and Fuseki server setup and loaded the OWL file into it. I created the SparkQL queries to run on this dataset. I also created the whole backend server using Spring Boot and Jena libraries, and I created the project report during all the deliverables. Thank you.